What is up, my slackers, my professional bums, bras, bitches, and dudes? My name is Mana, and let me tell you what, I hated high school. I'm gonna be completely honest, I was what you'd like to call a slacker of sorts. Let me tell you what, ladies and gents, between skipping class, partying, getting suspended, going to the office, and many other things, it wasn't that easy. I regret nothing. Now you might be asking yourself,
hey man, how'd you become a slacker? I ought to be just like you. I look up to guys just like you. I only have a mean 4.0. I mean 4.6. I mean 7.0.
Sit back and relax, for I'll show you how it's done. Step 1. Only answer 10 out of 30 questions whenever you're in a group with, I don't know, at least 2 other extremely smart people. What you gotta do is sit there and stay on your phone and engage in personal, somewhat heart-to-heart conversation just so they know that you're actually their friend, yet cool enough to get the good stuff out so then you don't fail the class. And then progress and digress out of class to hear all the local gossip going on throughout the hallway. Keep walking along, listening to your new iPod and the latest hip-hop mixtape, and as you make your way to the lunchroom, things start to heat up and get very interesting. The room is flooded. The room is flooded with people. I'm talking the black table, the white table, the normal table, the weird table, the ratchets, the thoughts, the jocks, the stoners, and every range of color in between. Now, the daily ritual was, kind of walk down to the cafeteria, see what's going on, see who's talking shit, and wait for a fight to break out. This would almost happen every single day. Well, at least during my freshman year. We were a very violent class, but hey, that's cool. So yes, you let the game of telephone bicker throughout the day. Let it simmer, and don't let anyone know that you are actually, fueling the fire. Don't let anyone know that you instigated the fight that is about to happen. Then out of nowhere, fists are flying, blood's flying, food's flying, fists are flying, tits are flying, panties are flying, paper's flying, money's flying, homework's flying, and there's a fight. All you gotta do is sit back and kick it with your dudes like, yeah, man, we did that, or, I don't know any. When it comes time to call everybody's sorry ass up to the office, you're just like, yo, bro, yeah, no, I didn't tell them anything. I don't have any of the texts or anything. No, I deleted it. I took it all off my phone. Yeah. Now, if it's a cat fight, that gets really interesting. It usually has everybody shouting World Star, and then, teachers kinda wanting to get into it, and then a cop really wants to stop it, but he doesn't because he knows that a young black woman is dangerous as hell. The weaves are flying everywhere. You don't know if someone's gonna pull out a blade. Another very important thing to remember while becoming a slacker is to be a mooch. But you can't be a mooch to the point to where it's extremely obvious. You just have to be a mooch that everybody is totally okay with being mooched from. Being mooched off of. By this I mean you take money from other people that you don't know. Well, Mana, how do you do that? Plain and simple, my friend. Simply walk up to your ex-girlfriend's table that's filled with all of her good friends that think that you're kinda cute and ask for 50 cents. As you walk away with your new ice cream, you watch your new peers fight and duke it out over something that you had nothing to do with. All during this time, too, do not forget to copy homework, because no one does that, alright? Just take a picture, check your Snapchat, check your Twitter, it's all there, alright? Bang, bang, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. So now you just meander your way down the hallway, and you just kind of get ready for your next class, which you're probably going to sleep through anyway, and you pray. You become the most devout, atheist, Christian person in the building, waiting, anticipating, ovulating, and savoring the moment to hear that you have a substitute teacher. Now, there are 4 types of substitute teachers. Attractive, awesome, boring, and a no-show. Now, if you have an attractive substitute, you're thinking one thing, man, and I'm telling you, you're just thinking one thing, especially if you're a male who has just hit puberty, might I add. You are thinking of one thing. Tits, ass, tits, ass, tits, ass, tits, tits, ass, tits, ass, ass, tits, tits, ass. Wrist, tits, ass. Ring, tits, ass. And if you're a female, elbows, facial hair, thighs, glutes, traps, fats, thoughts, glots, groin, sirloin. I bet you he lifts. I bet you he's in CrossFit. Ooh. And of course, we all have the dumbass in the back that always screams, yo man, she pretty hot, man. I bet, yeah, she want my mixtape. Sweating because my mixtape fire. Substitute stereotype number 2, the awesome substitute. This substitute usually lets you get away with whatever you want. Infinite hall passes, infinite bathroom passes, you can sleep, you can text, you can sex. Next substitute. The boring substitute. Dry eyes, get Vaseline. Normally things are extremely boring. You're trying to get the class off of track, and let's face it, the closest group of black people start banging on stuff. Boys, can you stop banging on the desks? And they keep banging on stuff. Boys, can you please stop banging on the desks? Yeah, man, because you know it's fire, dog. I mean, what we gonna do? Because the substitute's here and we bored as shit. Let's go. Yeah, that's right, my nigga. Let's go. And my personal favorite, the no-show. This is plain and simple. Usually if you have a sports coach for a teacher, they just won't come to class for God only knows what reason. So you're free to fight people, kill people, sleep, text, sex, rap, all the above. But normally everyone's skipping class except for the jocks and the overachievers. So me and the dudes are out there at, Starbucks, and the jocks are kind of there just rapping, because we all know if you're a rapper, you live in a middle-class neighborhood trying to spit the beats over Fruity Loops that you loaded on your phone that you just torrented last night, and you want to show all your kind friends, especially in front of the cheerleaders that don't know what Fruity Loops is, and they know that you can really spit bars. But are they hard bars or are they limp bars? Moving on. Now, in the sad event that you do not have a substitute and you have your normal teacher, you are doomed. Especially if you're still trying to gossip in class and you have a test on Monday. Why the hell would you schedule a test on Monday? Clearly, you're trying to make everyone depressed. Lo and behold, if you're gonna be a slacker, you gotta sleep, alright? Because you stay up all the time, especially doing this dumb shit. So, lo and behold, you fall asleep, they tell you to go to the office, alright? That's cool with me. I'm walking to the office, I'm having a great time. I'm dapping up people in the hallway that got sent out for God only knows what reason. Hey, how you doing, Stewie? Hey, how you doing, Ronald? Oh, hey, Janisha. Oh, hey, Shaquan. You're always my favorite. And by the time you make it up to the office, you know, you just kind of crip walk your way all up in there, slide in there, dap up the team that got arrested for fighting, drug possession, or girls that got in trouble for pretty much the same thing. And it's all one big happy family. Another very important part to being a slacker. Save your hall passes, take notes for what secretary is working when. So then you can give that secretary a false phone number so that when they go to call your parents, they're calling the pizza shop and you're home free. So you just kind of sit there and wait out the period, you know, finish your homework that you actually kind of have to do to teeter-totter on your 2.5 to 2.0 GPA. I meant 3.0. And just kind of sail your way through it, you know, dude. No big deal. NBD, no big deal. And by the time that you limp away to your last period of class, everyone's pretty much skipped anyway. Or you're just going to kind of choose to say so you can get on the teacher's good side. All of these are very strategic things when you want to become a slacker. Take it from me, at least I graduated. Don't put any of these into full effect unless you really know what you're doing. You got any questions? Hit me up right there. Shablam!